So what if I want to not to use cd dot dot and go all the way back to where I started? I can just type cd enter, and I just type pwd, and I'm back to home Messi Sensei. Okay, so what if I want to create multiple directory at once? I can try again to go to in Linux. Okay, so I don't want to type again the same thing I just typed. I can use arrow keys to go back up and down, so I can go up to the commands that I already put in. So this is very interesting about Linux. It has a history of what commands you already typed in. So just go up. I just want to enter this folder. Okay, so what if I want to make multiple directories here or multiple folders here? I just type make directory f1, f2, f3 and enter. And if I type ls, I will see that I have these 3 directories created. Next, I will show you how to output something. Okay, so now in this folder, okay, if I go back, Messi Sensei folder, what if I want to print or create a file and copy this list in it, right? What I mean by that is create a txt file, for example. Let's just say ls, okay? And I can use a greater than sign and then type the file name. Let's just say command.txt, and as you can see, it just created a txt file here. So if I just type ls again, I can see that the file is here. So I don't want to use GUI, so I want to see what is inside this command.txt. There's one way to do that. I can just type, I mean, there are multiple ways to do it, but one way is to type cat and then the txt file name here, then press, and it will show you the information that is inside that file. Okay, so now I can check this file by clicking on it, and I exactly get the same information here. Okay, also you can use there is another command called echo. You can type echo and write something to the file. So let's just say this is a test, okay, and then you can just use the greater sign again and put it in a file. Let's just put it in test.txt. Okay, so now I want to see, I can clear the screen. I want to see what is inside this file. I can just type cat test.txt. So if you see, I press tab here and autocomplete the command. Then I press that and I can see that I have, this is a test shown here. And if I click on this, I can see the exact same thing. These commands are very useful and you can use them a lot. There are ways to write a code if you want, or to write text in Linux. One way is to use Nano. It's kind of an editor in terminal. Another way is Vim, which is I don't recommend it for beginners, so for now I think you should avoid this. But again, you can use Vim or V to open the editor, and this is the editor. I think it's a little bit more complex compared to Nano, and if you're a beginner, just go with Nano for now. So if you want to edit the test.txt, you can just type Nano and just type the file name. Again, I'm using autocomplete, and open it up, and as you can see, the file is open here. You can type whatever you want. Hello, how are you? Okay, then you can save it by pressing Control O to write it. It says, do you want to write on this file? Yes. Press enter, and you can press Control X on your keyboard to exit. So let's see if the changes has been made, and to see that we can use the same command, cat again, test.txt, and the changes I made is already here. Perfect. Now I can clear this out. Okay, so if you want to type code in terminal, you can use Vim or V or Nano to write your code or commands, shell scripts, or any other things that you need to do here. Okay. One more thing that I would like to tell you about is, back then there was no internet or ChatGPT or easy access to books and stuff. So Linux had a manual actually built in that you could use to learn Linux or learn how to use the commands that I will just show you here. It's very useful again if you need to learn about something. Let's just show you how it works. So you can just type man, which stands for manual, and then you can type your command here in front of it. So we just use cat. Let's just try this, man cat. When I press that, it's going to give me a lot of information how to use cat. So if you want to learn more about cat, you can just search it and learn more about cat here. Okay, so let's learn a little bit about moving and copying or manipulation of files in Linux, just the basics. And I get the list of files I have here and folders. Okay, let's use MV, which stands for move. We can either move the files or rename the files using this command. So let's just say I want to change the test.txt to another name, right? Let's just call it rename.txt. So if I press that, you can see here that my test.txt changed to rename.txt. And I want to change the name again. I just type mv renamed, press tab again to autocomplete. I change it back to test.txt. Okay, so it changed to test.txt. Brilliant. So again, this is how we use MV, or we can use CP, which stands for copy. Okay, so now we can copy the files to another place if we want to. So let's just say I want to copy test.txt and I call it test2.txt. Yep, I just made a copy out of test.txt here. Okay, now let's copy test.txt in this folder, F1 folder. Okay, so all I need to do is just type copy or cp test.txt, then the folder name and whatever name I want to call it. I put a slash and the file name test copy.txt and press enter. Now if I enter this folder, I can see the file exists here. What if I want to remove this? Now if I want to remove it, there is another command for that. It's called rm or remove. So I can go to the folder F1 ls. I can see the file is here. I can just type rm, name of the file, press enter. Boom, it's gone. Yeah. So there are other ways to delete folders or subfolders or parent folder that you can look it up and learn more about it. This is a good start for you to get used to command line and use terminal and learn Linux more.